Greetings and welcome to Chapter 2 of my book, Reawaken Your Authentic Self, The Divine Diet for the Mental Body. The mind creates bondage, or the mind creates liberation. Sai Baba. The foundation of your success. This chapter is by far the most important chapter in this book because everything starts with a thought, and that thought is the foundation that catapults you to your success in all areas of your life. Thoughts will help you access and cultivate your authentic self, which is your true and limitless power and potential, and which is waiting to awaken because you already have it inside yourself. This chapter is about activating a mental body that serves you and empowers you from the inside out to achieve every goal in the most effortless manner. I don't mean that no effort will be required, but this information is the shortcut to relieve you from wasted energy and suffering, so you can achieve your goals in the most effortless and enjoyable way. The opening quote of this chapter by Sai Baba is a very profound statement. You can either be the master of your mind, or the mind can be the master of you. Only with a mind subservient to your authentic self can success be accomplished. The mind creates thoughts, and through positive or negative thoughts, positive or negative emotions are created. These emotions create motion or physical action to manifest, as well as attracting positive or negative experiences. So a liberated mind is one that thinks empowering thoughts. Those thoughts influence the emotional body to experience the necessary blissful emotion that fuels you to take action more effortlessly, as well as attract more abundance to you. A mind in bondage is one that thinks of fearful thoughts and disempowering thoughts, which in turn create an unhealthy emotional body full of fear and limits the amount of energy to take divine action, think, and channel clearly for your divine unfoldment and attract the abundance that you deserve. So, before I continue, what is your authentic self? In essence, it is the space, the nothingness, and the stillness within you. It is the observer that has no content, no thought. It is where everything comes from, and it is your true power. So if you're wondering why your life is a mess or why you keep repeating these same mistakes, I would suggest you learn to strengthen the connection to your true power. Begin by choosing positive thoughts that come from your loving, authentic self to create liberation. Then you will start to see a true and lasting transformation in your life. Everything in your life, good or bad, is the result of a mind either controlled by ego thoughts or thoughts of the divine, or a combination of both. Most people are operating from a place of disconnection with their authentic selves, source of power. That is why it is so important to adopt the lifestyle that reconnects you back to your authentic self, or source of true power. So ask yourself, which part of myself am I creating from? Am I creating from my fake self, which is limited consciousness and perception that sees itself as limited, as something to fear, not worthy enough, and separate from universal flow? Or am I operating from fear of things not working out? When you are creating from a perspective of fear, you are operating from a thought world in your mind of old negative thought patterns, stories from your past that you haven't let go of, and negative social programming that keeps looping in your mind to sabotage you and keep you disconnected from this limitless source of possibility. This perspective truly is blocking you from creating and being a clear channel for powerful manifestation of your mission here on Earth. These thoughts of limitation, sometimes we are not even aware that they are negative thoughts, are making us operate from a place that is not even real. And it comes from your mind's addictive need always to be thinking and processing things. This negativity is very dangerous because it will create a reality in your outside world that you do not wish to have. So that said, I want you to come from that awareness and take a step back from this world to realize these negative thoughts are not you, but they are thoughts you have subconsciously chosen that have been living there a long time. You can transform them into joyful, empowering thoughts, and then you will see how they were previously affecting your results by comparison. Every single moment of your life is truly is your choice whether to create from a place of limitless power and the authenticity of who you really are. You are the infinite potential of your life. You have no limits. You are fully resourceful in creating what you want. And creating from this knowingness and awareness is where the source of your power really is. It's important to understand that the universe is always lovingly supporting you and talking to you through your intuition and inner knowing. Your inner wisdom is always guiding you, but if you have allowed a negative mental chatter, you cannot allow this wisdom to guide you at a deeper level because it's being blocked some or most of the time. Let me give you a metaphor to explain this. Think of your authentic self and your power as a pond. You can see instructions written in the bottom of a pond for your life to succeed, but because the pond ripples, representing mental chatter, you can't really see the instructions. Only when the surface is calm do you realize you have access to your authentic or true power. Therefore, it is important to calm the mind to observe your life from a greater awareness and perspective, instead of being consumed by the waves and storms of old thought patterns. It's all about being aware of your thoughts and cultivating this awareness through meditation instead of identifying with the thoughts. Through awareness, you are able to make a more empowered choice. You're able to have a higher perception of how things are and to listen to your inner wisdom and your Creator's guidance. Just like if you were tuning a radio station, you can then download information such as books that have already been written within you, as well as songs, art pieces already within you, or whatever reflects the talent you have, and at higher and more polished level. All you have to do is carve them out, just like Michelangelo talked about with his sculptures. He said the piece of art was already there. All he had to do was carve it out of the marble. So, in essence, your life becomes more effortless because you don't have to think about your life running around in circles, confused or concerned about whether you're doing the right thing or not. Where you're not blocked with ego or dark, heavy energy. The flow of your life purpose just effortlessly comes through you. So when you become a clear channel for the divine to unfold through you. The question now is, How do you get yourself to the point where you're not at the mercy of negative thoughts, the unhappy story, the drama, or being overwhelmed by limiting beliefs and thoughts that tell you you're not good enough, which emotionally drain you and make you manifest unwanted negative emotions, and then eventually block you from taking action towards a successful life? How do you get greater access to your authentic self or true power? In this chapter, we will explore the following major components of the divine diet for your mental body. Number 1, life purpose. Number 2, faith. Number 3, goal setting. Number 4, personal power. Number 5, habit. Number 6, meditation. Number 7, affirmation and visualization. Number 8, prayer. Number 9, associating with positive people. And number 10, joyous presence. So we're starting with number 1, life purpose. People whose minds are firmly focused on their life purpose are aiming their lives towards authentic awakening. Such people know deep down they have a sacred divine mission to accomplish. Many don't know what their life purpose are yet, or they do know their life purposes, but those purposes have not fully been expressed yet due to lack of integration of all the 4 bodies. If you're one of those people, my message will help you awaken deeper to it. Your life purpose is the most important component to be crystal clear on before you take any action or even set your goals, because it is the essence of why you were born. A life purpose not manifested is truly a wasted life. What is the point of going through your entire life working at a job you don't love? For most of us, our job is where we spend the majority of our life. So why not spend that time doing what we love and are meant to do in our life? Having a proper mindset to fulfill your life purpose should be by your starting point so that everything else can manifest to the best of its ability. If you want to manifest faster, if you want to be prosperous in every sense of the word, then having a compelling life purpose and meaning in your life is everything. To acquire the right mindset, create a purposeful, meaningful statement of why you are here. So when you wake up in the morning, you live life focused with a focused goal and you live life to the fullest. Then you can give it your all at every moment until the moment you fall asleep. For me personally, discovering my life purpose was an evolution. I really didn't know why I was here on the planet or what I truly came to do. I knew I was an artist of some sort because I could draw and I was interested in the performing arts, but I really didn't express it fully. Most of my talent was dormant, and I didn't make any sort of profound connection in terms of what I was meant to do with it. I also didn't think I was talented enough to change lives or inspire people with my art, so I didn't think my life purpose was serving others. If at this point you don't know your life purpose, that's okay. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, it's okay to do the best you can in writing down your life purpose, even without the career aspect in mind. For now, your life purpose could be to reawaken your life purpose through reading this book and being kind to people the best way that you can. As you activate your authentic self more, and as you reawaken to your God-given talents more, You will notice your life purpose evolve and change as it did for me. I'm going to ask you to pay really close attention to this section of this book and read it over and over until it just drives you. Post sticky notes all over your house with the essence of it. Frame it and hang it up on your wall. Post it on your Facebook page, Twitter, or whatever. Just pay attention, because your success starts with this deep passion for your life purpose and meaning that I'm about to talk to you. Unbelievable success starts with the psychology of your emotionally compelling life purpose and meaning, which create a deep drive in you to achieve what you were assigned to do here on the planet. Many different beautiful life purposes and meaning exist for different people who are connected to their God-given talents. Know that the primary life purpose between all of that for everyone is the same. To awaken and be authentically you, you can express that uniqueness with your God-given talents and be of service to the planet. Also, be aware of disempowering life purposes. To explain these, let me begin by telling you that you first need to accept that your problems are never going to go away. If the purpose of your life is to achieve comfort, your $1 million instantly, and a house on the beach, you're not going to find yourself authentically happy. Remember, happily achieve, not achieve for happiness. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to be comfortable, but if you're trying to escape your problems, authentic joy is never going to happen. And that desire is not coming from your authentic self in the first place. Problems are to be embraced and loved because they are here to stay so you can learn and grow. Problems become not a problem at all with the right perspective. They are to be enjoyed, blessed, and something to be grateful for, not dreaded. For example, excellent health requires some level of discomfort, like working out 6 times a week in the gym. Okay, then accept that that's what's going to be for the rest of your life. Don't panic. Grow into it, and through habit, and by creating liberating thoughts in your mind that become from your authentic self, you'll start to enjoy it. Here are other examples. You crashed your car. You need to fly 12 long hours to a wealth seminar. You lost your arm. You're sick. You're broke. Be okay with whatever is. Don't be attached to how things are supposed to be. Why should you let whatever it is stop you from moving forward? It really is. Is it really stopping you? Or did you just decide to stop? Why not make the decision to act from the courageous aspect of your authentic self to overcome anything, instead of having that lazy, I want to be in my comfort zone attitude? The truth is that it's not the problem that's the problem. The problem is who you are being. The authentic you is bigger than any problem. You can have a ton of problems, but you decide whether you will let them paralyze you. Are you letting them stop you from being an authentic, great human being who cares for others and works joyfully and digitally in service to humanity with your own gifts and talents? How are you handling these so-called problems that are showing up in your life? Are you deciding to let them handle you? If you're going through something really tough in your life, I can tell you that it's a gift, because it's cornering you to face you and bring out what you're really made of. You can create joy instead of fear by focusing on positive thoughts, so that So have courage to enjoy the challenge. Not with just one foot, but all the way. Throw yourself in it forever and completely. I guarantee you that that is where the joy is. You know, we didn't incarnate on this planet to accumulate things and be comfortable. Things are great, and sometimes comfort is great, but the greatest gift is you and the full demonstration of you. The purpose and meaning of life is to demonstrate being a person of joyful excellence every single moment of your life. Your life purpose can involve being the best singer, actress, painter, speaker, etc. But it ultimately comes down to being the best authentic you. What does the best authentic you look like? What does a person who rises above mediocrity and is made of over-the-top excellence look like? It's a person who is not afraid to be she really is in front of people. It's a person who is not afraid to love and enjoy life fully no matter what. It's a person who puts everything, serving others first, and puts aside their fear of not being good enough to say what he has to say. It's a person who is no longer afraid of public speaking, leadership, and community service. A person who is fully present and focused in teaching others through her talents and abilities. It's a person who gets up really early in the morning and goes to bed late at night and spends all day giving her all with all her heart, mind, soul, 100% of the time, without wanting to stop, without giving much focus and attention to a body that wants to sleep or take a nap or that's aching. It's a person who has made the decision to be fully focused and present in this moment, as best he can for the love and sake of the service of others. It's a person who cares enough to be determined to find a way to smile and be enthusiastic, even when the problems seem so dark and gloomy. It's a person who is willing to be the giver, the lover, the consoler, the teacher, and be the leader because she understands that it is in giving that we receive. It's the person who's not afraid of creating products and services for people and is willing to figure out how to make things happen, even if he doesn't know how to go about it. It's the person who is not afraid to ask questions when she doesn't understand things. It's the person who is fully immersed in a subject he is passionate about without giving in to distraction. It's a person who is courageous enough to admit when her head is starting to talk nonsense to her to try to make excuse not to do something. It's a person who is so fed up with all the excuses, all the laziness, all the I could haves, should haves, and makes them into musts instead. It's a person who engages his emotional fire and passion to fight joyfully for the light of God within himself. And you know what? Becoming such a person is as simple as deciding to act and behave that way until it becomes a habit. God and the universe are just waiting for you to wake up, to have had enough of living a mediocre life, because you deep down know who you are, unbelievably magnificent, beyond excellent, outstanding. Your ability to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish can be grand. You can take on much bigger things than you have so far. And your ability to develop further who you really are can be done in a prosperous way. I want to remind you of the incredibly amazing soul that you are. I know your amazing spirit is there and your potential is there. And I know you can do it. You're bigger than you think, and it's always easier than you think. What are you afraid of? Is it speaking up when you know someone is talking nonsense? Is it getting in front of people? Is it writing a book? Is it choosing to enjoy your life no matter what? What is it? Can you give your all despite discomfort because you're an amazing creation of God, the universe? Be bold and dominate your discomfort. Enjoy yourself in it. You can enjoy it because you can create whatever experiences you want within your mind. It is the gym that's not been seeing you lately. Are you not accepting the discomfort of it? Okay, then try it. Visualize yourself effortlessly doing it and enjoy it. With all the emotional intensity, you can say, I will enjoy this experience. Yeah, that's right, you will enjoy it. With the challenges and all. Imagine yourself accomplishing it. How does it feel in your mind? Doesn't it feel too good to be free, to enjoy things you once thought you couldn't? I can tell you that when you're in your mission and you've decided to dive in completely without holding back, when you're fully focused to complete your mission or whatever you came to do on the planet, that's the greatest feeling in the world. I don't care how much pain surrounds you, you're in it. You're free, and the emotion that comes with being authentically you is the greatest gift. It doesn't matter whatever problems you have, what family member you lost, or whatever circumstances exist. You've got the only thing you can truly hang on to, and that's giving joyfully through your life purpose. It's being yourself and not letting anyone stop you from your mission because you're fully present, you're immersed, and your doubt and fear is replaced with your faith that everything is going to be all right. And yeah, you can have fun and enjoy the moment, even when there is discomfort present. That's the true purpose, the meaning, and the drive that you need to adopt in your life. That is your authentic self. So take a moment here and perhaps take your journal to write, but before you write anything, take 5 or 10 minutes to be silent and listen in on what's going on within yourself. Where do you feel the pain in your life? Are you happy? Are you sad? Maybe angry? Are you frustrated? On a scale of 1 to 10, how productive are you? Are you giving it your all? Are you afraid to be really you when you walk down to the street or when you are around people? Do you walk tall and proud and sit up straight with confidence? Are you confident that the universe supports your dreams and you can achieve whatever it is that you want? Write what comes to your mind and see where you're at, where you're wanting to be. Remember that when you're authentically you, this goal is instant because you're giving it your all, your focus, your presence, and all your love and sweat and every moment of your life. You continue to make that decision at every moment for the rest of your life. You've already won. Everything else will come and go. But if you have you, the authentic you, you have everything. I want to share a profound and important dream I had with you that perhaps will spark a deeper understanding. In this dream, I was being attacked by dark forces. I couldn't understand why. I couldn't shake them off, why they had power over me, or how they were able to steal light from me. I finally got fed up and intuitively called all of my presence and focus in the moment, and I said, "No, that's enough." I said it with all the emotional strength that I had, and I didn't feel mentally scattered or idle anymore. I simply chose to let that go. I chose to be intensely and fully focused and present in the now with all the energy and strength I had and commanded the dark force to leave. Then finally, I felt my entire soul get in my body, and so much light was beaming off of me that the dark forces just left. The energy made me feel like I was a bull charging against dark forces, like I was a bull that was fed up, so no one was going to get in my way because the energy that I was carrying was so strong, courageous, bold and full of light and full of everything that I was, that there was no way anything could stop me. I share this dream with you because I believe it's a powerful metaphor for being authentically you. When you're fully present, fully focused, passionate, enthusiastic, determined, and immersed in your mission, and not distracted, idle, or lazy. When you're authentically you, you're really calling your entire being into your body to fulfill your life purpose more completely. It's like building a muscle, the muscle of growing into your authentic self. It takes effort to call in whom you really are if you haven't done it, and you're used to being slightly asleep, under the wheel, or idle, but you can do this. What this dream taught me was that by doing this, you are activating so much light within your being that it protects you from the dark energies that unfortunately surround this planet. I'm also reminded of the Michael Jackson video Bad. If you haven't watched it in a long time, go watch it again on YouTube. In that video, Michael Jackson expresses so much of his talent and was clearly in alignment in his life purpose. You can see how he was calling upon so much energy and his presence and focus in every single moment of that video. It is with that kind of intensity, power, and focus that we should approach our journey in life and whatever problems are thrown at us. We really can build our presence, vibration, and intensity to that level of passion and expression. And really, like the music video suggests, if you do that, then who is the badass? Your life purpose, awakened or not, is meant to be fully expressed, to shine so brightly that it takes people's breaths away to watch you express it. A fully expressed life purpose, mission, and God-given talent comes from a soul that has chosen to give its all and rise above mediocrity. It's time for you to take your life purpose to another level by either committing to find it or committing to enhance it. Write out your life purpose and put it somewhere you can read it daily. Number 2, faith. Before I introduce any other concept or any other technique that will help manifest more of who you are into your life or dreams or goals, the single most important mindset is faith and trust that we are living in a supportive and loving universe and that the abundance of the universe is yours to claim. I just talked about the power of knowing your life purpose. If you resonate with that, what I wrote about it, you must know somewhere deep inside that your life purpose was given to you by your Creator. That said, you must also develop a belief and trust in your Creator. A deep knowing that your Creator, God, and the universe, or whatever you want to call it, has big dreams for your life, has 100% backup to support you, and doesn't want you to limit yourself from going for big ambitious goals to make your mark on this planet. Your big future is yours to claim, affirm, and visualize because you have faith and trust that the universe is 100% behind you to deliver what you want. If you don't embrace or believe that the universe will deliver to you the dreams that are divinely aligned with your life purpose, then that is exactly what you will attract, nothing. If you hold a vibration of faith that things will work out, then that is what the universe will give you, what you want. Like attracts like. So it is time to hold your faith in the unfolding of your life purpose with total and complete firmness. Now please listen carefully because here is where most people fall into the lack of faith trap. They don't realize that by being afraid, they are blocking what they want, either partially or entirely. Many are afraid that they will never get what they want, or afraid because they think they're going to fail. that belief is what blocks them and attracts failure to them. That distinction is very important to understand. Faithful people, however, have no fear, only love and excitement in their hearts because they know they are living in a supportive and loving universe, and they know that having faith within their hearts will open the doors for them to access that loving abundance being offered to them. Remember not to pull a lid on that abundance with fear and doubt. Simply let go and trust that your goals and visions are heard by your Creator and your highest self, and they are in the process of being manifested. You then need to take lots of faithful action, keep visualizing and affirming your outcome, and continue to have faith in yourself and God. Be in a state of love and loving every minute of your life in your heart so your desired outcome can flow in much faster. Faith and love are such highly vibrational energetic states that they act like magnets to attract what you want faster into your life. Believing that things will go well activates God's power, while fear activates the enemy's power or negative energy. It's up to you to choose which one you want. It takes the same amount of energy to believe as it does to fear. Why not believe that the universe only wants to give you a flood of overwhelming success and abundance for all eternity? It really does. When you believe it, you will see it. The problem I see when most people do affirmations and visualizations is that they do them without any faith. They are affirming and they are visualizing, but they're not really trusting that these tools are activating powerful attractions to them. For example, a person may affirm, "I am overflowing with energy and abundance. I am a millionaire." But a voice in her says, "No, I'm not," and cancels it out or weakens the affirmation activation. The way around this situation is to understand consciously that using affirmations or visualizations is not lying to yourself. You're activating and opening doors to an aspect of yourself that already exists. You must trust and have faith while you activate through affirmation and visualization. Once it becomes an active part of your consistent lifestyle to affirm and visualize daily, you will see the energetic difference within and without. Faith not only applies to your affirmations and visualizations, but to every other technique or action you take towards your goals. Be aware of your fears, because where there is fear, there is a lack of faith, gratitude, and love. Fear, faith have something in common. They both ask you to believe in something you cannot yet see. Whichever you choose to activate will show you its faithful or fearful outcome. Have the courage to believe in yourself and to have faith that your future is on its way. Goal setting. After you have written your life purpose, you are aware that you are here to fulfill a specific mission on this planet, and you have deeply embraced your faith in your Creator's support in manifesting your mission. It is time for you to set some big goals to achieve that mission. Think big and expect a miracle as a demonstration of your faith. A life without big goals and a strong foundation of faith is a life that will never prosper. Those who end up broke and unsuccessful usually never had clear goals, never focused on their goals daily, and lacked faith. Those who set goals tend to make more money and are far more successful than those who don't. Why is this? Because we have built-in focusing mechanisms that attract what we focus on. This fact is very much related to the law of attraction. When you set goals, you have something very clear to focus on. If you have no goals, you have nothing to focus on, and you will get nothing. Obviously, your goals should stem from your life purpose. Make it a point to set yearly goals and focus on them daily. Yearly goals break down the time long enough, yet short enough for you to accomplish enough tasks to move you on the next level of your goals for the next year. Writing down your goals is important. It makes them more real. Writing them in your journal or in an index card and reading them daily, morning and night. Your subconscious is more receptive in the morning and at night, so reading them at those times will make them more powerful. Also, note that your goals may change from time to time, so give yourself permission to change and rewrite them as needed. Now that you know and have written down your goals, it is time to focus on why you want these goals. Goal setting without having a strong enough why behind doing them is not as effective. People who achieve their goals quickly and effectively have a strong enough why do it to motivate their action. What moves you to action? It is your family, your friends, your sense of self-worth. Are you fed up with life's injustices? Write down a list of why you want to achieve your goals. Circle the top 3 strong enough whys and then write them below your goals to remind you why you are taking action to achieve them. Personal power. After you have embraced the power of goal settings and the big enough why to accomplish those goals, it is important to be aware of the incredible power you have within you called personal power or will. Your big enough why is already activating your personal power at a higher level. But when you fully embrace and have an understanding that you have personal power within you to achieve all you want in your life, despite your challenges, the sky's the limit. So what is personal power? Personal power is nothing more than using your conscious mind to direct energy into your physical body to move toward your desired goals. Personal power involves an attitude of strength to keep doing your conscious actions despite negative, old, habitual patterns or uncomfortable circumstances. To be truly authentic in the expression of your higher self is to own your power at all times. All enlightened beings hold their power. It is the nature of a sound and healthy person. Part of owning your power is understanding that you already possess it because you are a divine creation of God, capable of accomplishing greatness. It is also about understanding that you have 3 minds: the subconscious or non-reasoning mind, which will habitually do good or do bad and is a subservient mind that develops the habit. The conscious mind, which decides on what action to take, and number 3, the superconscious mind, or all-knowing mind, which divinely gives messages through dreams or channeling the conscious mind. In order to master the subconscious mind, so you can program positive habits that move toward your desired goals, you must be able to own your personal power through your conscious mind. Most people let their subconscious mind run their lives, either because they don't have a clear goal in front of them, don't own their personal power, or even know they have it, don't have a big enough why to do things, or simply don't have faith enough or belief that they can manifest their dreams through positive thought and visualizing what they want. It is important to emphasize here that personal power first comes from having a strong enough why. For why you want to achieve your goals, then from making a decision and taking action. Decision is key. Once you decide to do something with enough emotional power behind it, because why you want to do it is strong enough that you will take action, then that decision will lead you to own your personal power. Decision allows you to have more power over your life instead of letting others have power over you. If you haven't decided what you want, then others will do it for you. It is equally important to mention here the nature of life and how it applies to personal power. Personal power has a warrior spirit attached to it. Warriors engage in battle. So if that's the case, then what is the battle about? Life has 2 opposing forces. Number 1, God, the universe, goodness and light. And number 2, darkness, ego, and negative forces. Life is a battle of light versus darkness. Owning your power allows you to grow into more positive energy, and it allows your authentic self to reflect more of your Creator within your being. Personal power is the number one force that allows you to bridge the gap more effectively so you can reach where you want to be. It's your swords as a warrior of light to fight the negative and awaken more of the positive. I also want to clarify, so as to not to confuse you, that although terms like warrior and battle can sound very serious, your sword could very well be fun, joy, enthusiasm, excitement, or love, which lightens the path to owning your personal power and allows that power's energy to be more explosive and effective. Owning your power doesn't have to be complicated. Know your goals, your big enough why, read them every day, and even after you know where you're going, simply state and declare your decision that you will own your personal power no matter what. You can say something I own my power 100%. My will and God's will stand as one, so nothing will stop me. Another saying might be, I'm surrounded by the power of God, and His celestial beings protect me now, so nothing can stop me from achieving what I set out to do today. You get the idea. Make up your own saying that works for you, or use these statements if you like them. Affirmations have tremendous power when said out loud with emotional intensity. Make sure that they are enveloped in faith and believe that you possess your personal power and see yourself accomplishing your goals. It is time to quit letting anything in the universe stop you from expanding the light that you so richly deserve in your life. Habit. After you develop your personal power, you will develop what is called discipline. Conscious action towards your goals develop habit over time, which make things easier for you to follow through with. It takes 21 days to form a soft habit, and of course, the longer you do it, the easier it gets. Yes, okay, Davina, tell me something I don't know already. Yes, you might be saying that, and you have probably heard that you need to set good habits 1,000,000 times. But boy, I hope to shed a new light on this subject and hopefully encourage you to set new habits. By the end of this section, I challenge you to decide to change a limiting habit into a more supportive one. Gosh, if there is anything more important than habit, let me know, because I believe this baby is everything, and it plays a big role in activating your mental body for success. As discussed earlier, habit is directly connected to the subconscious mind of the mental body. We have a subconscious, conscious, and superconscious mind. Some of us have so many old habits that we start to identify them as part of us. This kind of identity with habit can make or break us, depending on the habit. This section on habit is going to set up a powerful understanding in your mind and set you up for the following chapters on meditation, affirmation, and visualization. So, first of all, what is habit? As the dictionary states, it is a recurrent pattern of behavior that is acquired through frequent repetition. Habit is related to the subconscious mind and the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind's ability to program the body to repeat behavior in an effortless way is astoundingly powerful. It is so important for you to understand that if you want to be successful with the mental diet, you must build some major daily habits in order to activate your authentic power. Some of these habits are always doing your best, positive thinking, having faith and trust in the universe, enthusiasm, courage, meditation, affirmation, visualization, and having fun and enjoying yourself. I can tell you that daily practice is key. Your habits will gain so much momentum that within 6 months' time, there will be such easy tasks, they won't even think about them, and they will be a second nature as breathing. The energy of these practices will be so ingrained in you, the suggestions of them will be automatically overflowing in every day of your life. In fact, if you stop doing it, it will feel very awkward to you and you will crave returning to them. The hardest part is to start. Most people quit before they are able to create a habit. But I will share with you the secret. Even if you can't find a strong enough why to do it, for getting beyond the point, just do it. It's usually easier than you think. I cannot tell you how many ceremonies and rituals I have done, which I said, this is a special day when I will start doing this habit every single day, or I will start on my birthday, or New Year's, or the first of the month. I can tell you that none of that really works. You don't need a special day like New Year's to start. When you say such things, you're just creating a new habit of putting it off for a special date. And that special date will never come because you keep putting it off. The habit starts now. Don't let your negative thoughts stop you. Don't leave it till tomorrow. I can tell you that when you start now, that is where true power lies. You don't need to put it off until you're ready because you will never be ready. If you think you don't have a strong enough will to keep you going, remember that you will always have the power of this moment to just do it. Don't think about it too much, and just remember that the massive benefits you will get and all the things that will get better in your life when you commit to your new habit. Let me tell you my own personal discovery story about habit and how it changed my life. Probably the most difficult habit I had to form was doing the original hot yoga 6 times a week. The original hot yoga is one of the most challenging exercise programs and is performed in a hot room. It's quite uncomfortable when you begin to practice it because you're not used to it. Personally, I went back and forth, quitting and starting it again for about 6 months. When I finally decided to just do it and not pay attention to my distracting thoughts of why it was boring to go or that I was too tired to get out of bed, things started to change. I realized that all I had to do was make the decision that I was going to get up every morning, observe the moment, and not get caught up in negative thoughts and stay in love and peace. They were just thoughts and not the real me. I also finally accepted the positive pain and discomfort and decided I was just going to observe them. Pretty soon, I was doing the original hot yoga 6 times a week, and now it's been over 3 years that I've been doing it. Today, I cannot believe how I just automatically wake up and go. It's a no-brainer, and it's so amazing how easy it feels to do it because the habit is so strong. Later on, I added the habit of saying, I love yoga, and what I appreciated about it every morning, and I went to do it. I also created a habit of smiling when I did yoga and thinking about it, that it was nurturing to me. I created a habit of it being fun. The more I reinforced the pattern, the stronger and the more effortless the habit became of enjoying such an intense workout. Creating a habit of making things fun in your mind is crucial to becoming unstoppable in your career and personal life. I find it so unfortunate when I explain all this to people, but they don't take action to change their negative habits of creating a suffering reality by not enjoying their jobs or lives. Life can be enjoyed simply by a change of attitude, and decided to explore within how you can make it fun. People often identify their negative thoughts and lack of enjoyment so closely to their personalities, they mistake their bad habits and their identities. You really can change your habits one step at a time. I really want to say here that once you begin a habit, it gets easier, and no matter how difficult it feels at first, it will feel easier very soon. Don't give up until your habit has been set in place. That said, now that you understand the importance of habit, please read on and explore the deep importance of making meditation, affirmation, and visualization part of your daily habits.